What's up, Dragon Brood? Today we are going out of our minds and playing a 5-color deck, and it's focused on sagas, particularly the 5-color saga, the Kami War. This is going to be one of our big cards. It's going to work well with a lot of other things in our deck, but it's going to be, can we consistently cast it? That's going to be kind of trick number one. But I think this is going to be fun because it's using a lot of sagas from past sets and kind of putting everything together to see if we can actually build a deck that can hold up against some of the really fast decks we're seeing today in the standard ladder. But I think we're going to be able to hold on. So strap yourselves in the worlds of, I think it's Samuel L. Jackson. Hold on to your butts. Let's go. Alright, just as a reminder, if you're going to be picking up any gaming supplies to protect your goods, check out shop.ultrapro.com/PowrDragn, and while you're there, use promo code PowrDragn. It'll save you 5% on everything, and they'll give your boy a little bit of a kickback, so you'll be helping me and saving yourself some money and getting some sweet gear. So check that out if you will. Now, this is going to be pretty interesting. First thing I want to say here is be sure to watch to the end of the video. The longer watch time really does help me out, so I appreciate y'all that have been doing that recently. But we're definitely going to have some updates to this list on the back end of the video, so be sure to check that out, because we want to at least be able to explain what changes happen, because there's no doubt this is not going to stay the same. But this is our starting point. We got 4 Commune with Nature, because this is going to help us find our enchantments in key spots, and our enchantments are removal in a lot of cases, so this is going to be very important. But even early in the game, this can help us find land to make sure we don't miss. That's very key. Playing 4 Professor of Symbology, this is also very good because we're going to be trying to play environmental sciences, right? And we want to make sure, again, that we can hit our mana because we are trying to play 5 colors. So it is a big deal that we're going to have to hit as much mana as we can to make sure we can get to where we want to go. And remember, Commune with Spirits doesn't necessarily get basic lands. That's the other thing. It's just a land. And that does make a difference. Very important. Spirited Companion, this is easy enough. You see it in a lot of decks right now. It's a great little 1/1 draw cards. Lotus Cobra obviously makes different color mana. Don't get too held up on protecting the Cobra. The only thing I will say is there will be turns where you'll want to play the Cobra because like you can play Cobra and a 4 mana thing or Cobra and a 5 mana thing. And on those turns it's okay. But otherwise, you might just be playing it as a blocker to buy time. As long as you have the mana you need in hand, it's okay. Cobra is helpful, but it's not the end-all be-all to us surviving in this deck. Restoration of Iganjo. This helps us find more planes, hit our land drops. So you notice there's a lot of things here in the early going that are just get mana, get mana, get mana, right? Because this is going to make sure we can cast our 4s and 5s because we have a lot of them, and we are cheating on land just a hair. So Furza Retribution, now that we're getting into some of the sagas, this is one of those ones you don't see a lot of outside of Angel decks. However, this does actually function as a kill card potentially. It does get us a 4/4 flyer, and could be a potential lethal setup for us on a couple of turns. So we'll talk about that in a bit. 4 Binding of the Old Gods. Again, like I was saying, our removal is going to come in the form of our sagas, so we definitely need to be able to hit these. However, we do have some Dooms cards just in case things get too far behind early. And this is usually going to be for something like mono white aggro, maybe mono red of some variety, where you just stall for a couple of turns, get your Doomscar off. Okay, now we can start playing 4 and 5 mana enchantments again. So that's kind of what we're expecting with that. That's why we're only playing 3, because we do have a reasonable amount of other removal in here. Now, Rampage of the Valkyries. This is the other thing that works with Furza's Retribution, because we are able to make angels, and every time an angel dies, your opponent has to sacrifice the thing. So this is another way to buy us some time here while we're trying to get rid of stuff. And this is important because we're playing Spirit Sisters Call. And this was fun in one of the other decks we played earlier in the week, or last week. I don't remember. We make a lot of videos. But this is going to let us cycle those angel creating sagas out of the graveyard, which is pretty good. Or even Binding of the Old Gods. So you just keep pumping these in and out once you get rolling. It's actually really, really good. And then we have the Kami's War, which is what we're talking about in the opener here. But this is pretty good because, one, it comes into play and it exiles a thing, doesn't even destroy it. So make note of that. But it allows you to return up to 1 other target non-land permanent, and the opponent discards a card. So you can return Rampage of the Valkyries, make another angel if you need to, right? Or return Binding and kill something else, or whatever the case may be, right? Maybe you only have a Spirited Companion in play, you want to get a card. You can use or Professor of Symbology to go get a mascot exhibition or whatever, right? So there's a lot of things you can do with this, and your opponent always has to discard a card whether you bounce one of their things or not. So that's actually pretty sweet. Then lands, we are literally all over the place. So we got 3 plains, a swamp, a forest, a Hingegate pathway, 4 Bright Climb pathway, a Clearwater pathway, 4 Darkbore, 1 Woodland Chasm, 1 Highland Forest, 1 Needle Verge pathway, 4 Branchloft pathway, 1 Rimewood Falls, and 1 the World Tree. And this is a spot where the World Tree actually pays off and makes a big difference. So yeah, but this is mostly, we only are playing a couple of red lands and a couple of blue lands, and that's mostly just so if we get to them with the commune, we can actually go find them. That's really just the only reason they're there. Otherwise, if we do draw these, we kind of want them to be played on the white side more often than not. But the snow-covered ones can also be found with Binding of the Old Gods. So this can get us blue, this can get us red, this can get us another black, or whatever we need, right? We have more white than anything else, and that's just by the way the deck's built. So yeah, anyway, like I said, this should be a lot of fun. Be sure to watch as much as you can, get to the end of the video, because we will be talking about updates to this for sure, and what we would change and why, because I have a feeling these games are going to be pretty wild. Catch you on the other side. Yeah, this is solid. We keep it. I think we're going to put this Bright Climb pathway on white. Actually, we don't even need to dedicate to that yet. I mean, I guess it's not going to change much, but either way, we'll play a Cobra. See if old Cobra gets to live. If so, we'll probably just drop a Furza's Retribution. Okay, let's go ahead and do this to get white. And then we'll play this. Attack for 2. Actually, I guess we could have played Cobra, land for 3, and we could have played one of these, which might have been fine. Well, we're going to be aiming to kill a Catilda. Don't know if the opponent knows this or not yet. So let's attack. And then we'll tap this, kill Catilda. Alright. We will Cobra. Put this on blue. Get white mana. Get white mana. Play this. Search for plains. Got it. Alright. It's not a bad setup for us here. Let's see what the opponent's got. Well, actually, that's lethal. Because our angel gets double strike next turn, right? On the next thing. Alright, they do get to block that, so won't be the end of the world. We don't have anything to get rid of other than just a land, so we'll just do that. Get some treasure. What do you want to do here? It says double strike, so we will get to trade for a Helana and a Lena. Got to use this so the mana doesn't just go away. Yeah, really can't imagine why we wouldn't, so yeah. I mean, kinda gotta. I mean, put this on green. I mean, we're kind of on limited time here, unfortunately. I mean, the only good news is we're getting a couple of creatures back with the opponent being fairly low, but I've played that Bard class deck. You can be in a lot of opportunity to set up a win. Toski has to attack now, which does do us a couple of small favors, believe it or not. This, does this help? We could put this in for free. And this is just when it enters the battlefield, right? Yeah. Okay, what do we take here? We can draw some cards. We can get rid of their creature. We can just mascot exhibition. I mean, that's a thing. Destroying... I'm not sure if destroying a Bard class is good enough here, though it does result in a token. I guess... man, Teachings gets us 2 cards, but what do we do with them? I guess I'm going to take an exhibition. I can't really convince myself of anything else here. Yeah. I mean, I just wait till next turn. Hopefully we can punch through. All right, Kadama. Stuff's got trample now, and we're at 13. Yep. I mean, that's real. All right. I mean, that's a big old number. Just Toski. If that's it, the opponent has to play something else or potentially die, right? Because we take 12 and go to 1. And then they can block 3, 4, and take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. All right. We'll gamble. Thank you for all the life restorations of Aganjos. Yeah, the lands come into play, but they're tapped. Yeah, that should do it. Yeah, GG's. Get a card, which did nothing. Wow. Okay. Well, getting in there. That's gonna do it. Wow. Whew. Huh. All right, we'll keep it. We can put this on green, which opens up a lot of... Man, we drew all the communes. That's not great. All right, so lands. What do we want to take land-wise? We'll probably take... We got green. We'll have white, black... I guess we want to take this. I'm going to try to play the companion first if they leave mana up. Because, like, if it gets countered, we feel less bad. Alright. Feel free to counter that. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Let's see what the opponent does here. Whoa. Alright. They don't have any additional lands, though. Okay. Alright, that's information to know. Now we have to decide if it's worth it to... You know what? No, I think this is just what we do. And then we put this in tapped, we'll just get a green, and we'll cast this other commune. And we'll just slowly make our way through all the stuff that we need. Ooh. Alright, we'll take that. Attack. Bounce our Cobra? Sure. Okay, field trip. They're definitely ramping, but it's into what is the question. I'm not 100% sure what's happening here. And they don't have any other mana, so they're definitely fishing for everything they need here. So if we play Cobra, we'll have access to 1, 2, 3. We can play a Restoration, which doesn't get us any value next turn. We can just straight up play Furja's Retribution here if we wanted to, though. But if we play Cobra here and put this on black, we could be set up to play the Kami War next turn, killing this thing. I guess that's smarter. Make use of stuff while we can. Alright. Let's see how the opponent feels about all this. I mean, I assume there's going to be like Jin Gataxias and other things in our future soon, which we're not going to enjoy. And they have the mana for counters and other things right now. Alright, we will get blue in anticipation of doing something. Man. We already have double white. We already have all the green we need. Let's put this down. And we're going to choose green. Just to see what we find here. Another Kami War. Alright, I guess we'll try to fire off this first one then. Oh, really? I thought maybe they would have a some type of counter there, but that didn't happen. Yeah, okay. We'll get this. Thanks for the free ramping? Not really sure what they thought was going to happen there. So they had a land, but they didn't play it earlier when they could have. I guess, oh, because Beseiju, they already have one in play. And Beseiju's legendary, obviously. Oh, that's nifty. That is very cool. Destroy target non-land permanent. We could destroy the creature, then attack Renin 7. I think we will do that, actually. I like that plan. And then we'll send this into Renin 7, this over here. Do we want to hold this land to get extra next turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This could give us. That could be important. I mean, but 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, maybe. There's a possibility we'll want to cast two things. Storm the Festival, sure. I mean, the good news is we get to return something to the opponent's hand, and we can Spirit Sisters Call, get rid of Companion to... Oh, that's not great for them. That's all they had? Return up to one other target. I mean, I guess if you have no other lands, there's no penalty for returning this to your hand, is there? Sure. Seems awkward. If we play this, we get to sack this. Get that to get the Kami. Kill that. Even if they have something that bounces and returns stuff, we don't care. Alright. So we'll do this. We'll get white mana. Oh, actually, I need to get black. Actually. Yeah. And we'll cast Spirit Sisters Call. We will sacrifice this. Alright. Don't know how we lose from here, but I'm sure we'll find out. I mean, even bouncing all of our permanents is fine. With this much mana, like, we can recast multiple things. There is a Wrenn and 7.
Those who the will of the woods is made manifest.
What's this first one? Hold on. Return up to 1 target non-land. Let's return this. And then we will... Do we have enough? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Not enough. Alright, so we'll turn this into Wrenn and 7. This here. And then we're just going to foretell this. In the turn, we'll decline on that. Yep, you got a dragon. All right, that worked out nicely. Ooh, this one's not good though. This is a little better. We'll keep this. Just being a bit fearful. I think we've got to get rid of this and hold on to the Doomscar. Not knowing what we're up against, I feel like that's the safest bet. Now, there is a reality, though, that having a creature in the graveyard when we're able to... or an enchantment in the graveyard, if we would have blocked with the dog and can resolve that, that would be pretty cool. But, in the meantime, we can get this, because that'll be black, so we have a different color. Though we will actually need double white if we want a Doomscar, so maybe that's stupid. I may have chosen poorly. Though, that being said, we can also go get a land, so there's that. We'll take this. Restoration also lets us go and get one, so I guess we're mostly fine. So, our plan is probably here. Ooh, that's good too. I think the plan is still just do this first. So we have to search for a plains. This plains can come into play for free. We can search for one, and then we can Doomscar the next turn. Or Spirit Sister's Call, I guess, potentially. But that's not as good right now. Ooh, borrowed time. Okay, that does slow us down a little bit. Like, it's one of those things that's not a huge problem, but it is a problem. Okay, so let's go ahead and search. Let's see, we already have green, black, whites. Don't see where this is going to hurt us too much. Let's do that. Let's Doomscar. Actually, you know, that's a little bit too defensive. I probably could have communed here and then just Doomscar next turn. But this does make Doomscar cheaper, so we have a more efficient turn. Alright, no blocks. We're going to need to get this Kami's War resolved pretty quickly. We unfortunately are not in a situation... Let's go ahead and... I don't see a situation where this is going to matter, actually. I was just thinking about what to do there, but it really doesn't matter. Rampage, not bad. This gets us closer to the mana we need for the Kami. I'm trying to think, what do we do here otherwise? I think we have to take that. And then we just play it. I mean, if we get lucky and draw what we need, great. I mean, there's a few outs here. If not, I guess we just Restoration. Hopefully we get to do Restoration and something. Would be really nice. This was not... Actually, This isn't bad. We do have an answer here for the short term. So that's not bad. Let's go ahead and play this. We can get this. Destroy this. Because that's going to be the real thorn in our side. Alright. That's not bad. I mean, I need to get an enchantment in play so we can start setting off this Spirit Sisters call, sadly. Alright. I guess we trade? Yeah, why not? I mean, we're pretty low here. We're looking for another sweeper or some such. Actually, this is not the worst thing. I mean, I'm sure they have another way to get rid of something here, but... we don't have anything in the yard to even get back, though. That's super unfortunate. Yep, and there's a borrowed time. I was afraid of that. They kind of got it. Unless we just top deck another Doomscar here, we're done. Yep. Do we have it, is the question. We do not. It's a GG. Alright. Just drew so dead there. That sucks. Yeah, we'll keep this. Not the most exciting thing, but it's far from terrible. Alright. I think we're just gonna Spirited Companion, maybe. Is that where we want to be here? If we play that, we have access to 2 more next turn. Yeah. Not sure that's going to be where we want to be right now, but it's just going to have to do. Okay, those little guys are going to get annoying. Alright, I think here we just play Restoration. It'll at least get us a couple of points of life. Little sad I didn't play the Cobra though now, because I'd have been able to attack. Probably could play something else. And sadly, we're not going to get to do much this turn either. Oh, Calamity Bear. Well, now we're in trouble. We're probably just dead next turn. Now it's Doomscar or nothing is what we're looking for? Yeah, they're definitely trying to combo out here. As expected. Man, I'm just thinking we could put Cobra in play for free. Yeah, we're just going to put this in. And then we could play this, then have access to 3, which really just lets us play that. Alright, I guess it doesn't really matter what color we get here. Now, ultimately, we're probably just going to want to play the Kami War, but I'm going to go get some insurance just in case. Alright, Glassblow Mimic, copy your Calamity Bear, sure. I mean, we'll double block the Calamity Bear. I'm just going to let you know that right now, Bonnet. That's definitely what was going to go down there, in case you were wondering. Okay, that's not bad if we can find another land. Okay, how do we get out of this? We definitely have to kill one of these, knowing that this duder's in the yard, because we're going to take 4, 5, 6, and go to 5. We can kill these on back-to-back turns if we can find a land. Or... nope, that wouldn't really work. So it's really just find a land as our only option. Huh. Alright, well I guess no matter what, we gotta do this at the very least, right? Get blue. And, what do we do here? I guess nothing. Alright. I mean, we're a turn from dead, effectively. We gotta find our answer now. Battle of Frost and Fire. Well, still on the one outer answer. That didn't really change much. Oh, what does this do? We can return a thing, so we can return this so we don't die. No, because that's still going to kill us with what's in the yard. Oh no, if they don't control a giant, they don't get to deal damage. Yeah, so I guess we've got to bounce that. Okay. What are we looking for here? Rampage of the Valk. Actually, this isn't bad either, because then we can just destroy this. They don't get any extra value. But we probably want to hold on to this. Ah, this is tough. All right. Because Rampage of the Valkyries doesn't do much here. But if we take this, we're guaranteed to be able to play the Kami. If we play the Kami War... Oh boy, let's be Battlefield. What do we have in the yard? We can get potentially life back with that on the next turn, which could be kind of important. I think we have to be able to kill a giant. So I don't think we're playing the Kami War this turn. Because we have to be able to kill the giant next turn. So I think we're taking this anyway. I think it's still the right play. And then we just play this. I mean, and just hope we don't die. I mean, we're only at 1. There's a bunch of things that can kill us, but it's a gamble. You just gotta fight through it. They bottomed 3 things, so that's pretty good for us. Ogre Battle Driver. Alright, so now they're looking to give stuff haste. Ogre is not a giant. So that's good news. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7. So let's go ahead. This is whenever you cast a spell with 5 or greater, you draw 2. We don't want that to happen. So let's... Now, though, See, this gets interesting because now having this is important. But I think we're going to get rid of this. And then we're going to get rid of this. And then I'm going to attack with this. Since it has vigilance. And opponent's at 15. We're getting close to lethal ourselves now. And what happens? Whenever this is attacked, spinning player chooses a non-land card. We'll take this. Choose a non-land card in your graveyard. Return that to your hand. Either way, they don't know we have another Kami War, so it's fine. We're going to attack with both of those. Alright, we're going to Kami War this bad boy out of the way. Play a land. Play this. Draw a card. Alright. Whew! This has been work. Wow. Wow, you ain't lying, that was a good game. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, boy. I'm going to keep this. This feels like a pretty bad keep since we're on the play, but we do get to actually play Professor. If we get a land in hand, maybe we Cobra, play the search for a land thing. We have Commune. So I don't know, like there's options here. And then we're going to be set up to play this, so sure, I guess. Yeah, I'm just trying to decide if I wanted Cobra or not, but I think we're going to do this. especially with a backup land in hand. This allows us to play Cobra, play this, have another land. So, like, feels reasonable. Oh, actually, that's not bad either. Actually, kind of like that. Question is that better for us? Because we get a Cobra for free, then we get to play this. Huh. That's actually a pretty intriguing proposition. If we were to draw a land, actually. We did Cobra for free, have a land. We have to top deck a land. Don't think that's going to happen. I feel like that's asking for a lot. I'd rather do this. Play this. Get this. No attacks. Alright, so we're going to take probably at least 4 or 5 here. We're kind of setting expectations. But if the opponent doesn't get rid of a Cobra, we can back-to-back Rampage of the Valkyries, and that's pretty sweet. We don't mind that at all. I mean, if they attack, do we double block? No, we don't. Ooh, Spirit Sister Call is going to be good too, potentially. All right. Let's get, I guess it doesn't matter the color. We'll play this. And I'm only going to not attack for a turn, so we kind of get to see what the opponent's doing here. Because if they play a land and they have, like, borrowed time, then our Angel doesn't get to do much, obviously. But if we get to block... Okay, there's a rune. So that's going to be a 6. Oh, just a 5. I thought it turned into a 6. All right, we will block. And it just goes back to their hand, but that buys us time. That's the important thing. Opponent, I mean, you only have one thing to sacrifice. I'm not sure what we're doing, but okay. Now, the other thing here, too, is we can commune, and if we find a land, we could play either Spirit Sister's Call or Rampage of the Valkyries. We'd probably just play another Valkyrie, I think, and then go with Restoration to find a Plains, and then we can Spirit Sister's Call after that. And then I think we're mostly good after that, though this could be the opponent just not liking the situation, unfortunately. Not that I would blame them. It is pretty tough. Man, I need the Jeopardy music on my soundboard. So did y'all know I actually have merchandise you can buy? I have the link down in the description below. All kinds of stuff. You're getting stickers, mugs, computer keyboard mats, all kinds of stuff there. All right, this is all on you. Okay, they gave up. Fair enough. Okay, opponent goes first. Yeah, we'll keep. Why not? I am going to go ahead and play this instead of putting it in tapped and just try to get ahead here. Ooh, Verge's Retribution. What we're playing against. Do I want Restoration instead? Maybe. This is kind of a hard one to figure out. I don't know what we do against this deck. I mean, we almost are going to have to get, like, Soul Sisters in circulation somehow and make it work. I don't even know if we want all this mana is the thing. Like, do we want to search for a land? Because we're going to get one with Restoration. I wonder if I just want to get other things. Like, Teaching seems like it could be good. Reduced to Memory seems like it could be good. I think I'm going to take Reduce to Memory. Mostly to be able to deal with like Planeswalkers and stuff. I still got to have another white for it, but couldn't think of much else I would want. Alright, another Eye Twitch. Fair enough. That's not what we were looking for. Not at all, friend. Alright. Well, 'tis what it is. I mean, I guess we attack. We're not doing anything else with it. I mean, they either block and kill it and go search, what they were going to do anyway, or they're going to Deadly Dispute and go search. Neither, actually. So why are we holding on to Eye Twitch? I was going to say, if you're not blocking with it, you're definitely attacking with it, right? Otherwise, it just seems really silly. Here's a Lolth. Okay, well, we know we can kill a Lolth, so that's the least of our problems here. Now, we'll put this into play. Now we can play this, get white, kill Lolth. Alright. Seems like a thing. And we do give them a creature, unfortunately.
A setback. Nothing more.
No attacks. Looks like we're just going to be Doomscaring next turn, unfortunately. I think that is the correct play. So we'll prevent what we can. Though I say that, Rampage of Valkyrie just gets removed by like some Vanishing Verse type spell or something. Or at least the Angel would. Alright, I don't know if we're going to be able to outvalue them, but we're going to have to try. Because Rite of Oblivion's a thing. Like, there's just going to be a lot of problems here. And unfortunately, this is going to turn back to a creature before we get to fire off the Doomscar. So, what do we want to do? Really trying to decide here, because we can play the immune. Let's play this and get green. But I mean, I guess I wouldn't have the mana to do what I wanted to do anyway, if I found it. So let's go ahead and just get green. Take a look at what our choice. Well, our choices didn't really matter. Oh man. I guess I'm not upset to get these off the top of the library, but whoo, geez, this was not good. All right. Yeah. That was not ideal, to say the least. Is this really what we're doing? And then maybe just try to Doomscar afterwards? Because I really got nothing else here. That's all of our basics. I mean, is it safe to assume Cobra is going to die here anyway? Blocks here, put the minus there. We have a 1/1. No attacks. We're just going to go ahead and foretell this. Alright. See what we can make of it. Your opponent has a lot of cards right now. I mean, this is one of the matchups I don't know if we really even have a true play here, being honest. Like, it's pretty bad for us. Yeah, we just take 3. We're not blocking a Death Touch creature here. That just seems silly. Especially since we're getting 2 life back next turn. Or we're not. Okay, well, there's a Vanishing Verse, so that went away. That's good to know, though. Because, like I said, we were kind of playing with the assumption that was a thing. All right. And we'll play this and foretell this. All right, we're trying to make some headway here. Opponent does have multiple removal cards in hand, though. Get to meat hook for a whole lot. All right, come on, deck. We need to find something. That was something, but not something we were looking for. Spirit Sister's Call would have been kind of nice. We could at least get one of these back. Because right now, Valkyries... Rampage of the Valkyries does nothing with no other angels out. Of course. And we're only at 9, so now the meat hook starts to become a little bit of a problem, to say the least. Yep. All right, we're going to go to 8. All right, Spirit Sister's Call. Does that do anything for us? I mean, we can try. Sack that. Nothing to choose from, unfortunately. We've got all the planes already. I don't think we have any real shot here, because we're going to go down to 3. We'll gain 2. I mean, you got to get rid of the Rampage of the Valkyries, right, opponent? You see what we're doing with Spirit Sister's Call. No, you're not? Okay. Okay, so that keeps us from gaining life. So now we have to find another enchantment, which we didn't. My goodness. Really? Come on. I mean, I guess we can get that and get rid of the Spirit Sister's Call. I mean, I guess it's the only way we can kind of sort of win. So sure. I mean, but if they just make tokens, I mean, we're only at 3. Okay, another meat hook kills our stuff. Oh my gosh, we just drew nothing. We drew blanks. Ugh. All right, we are going first. Sadly, we got to keep, and I think we have to just play this tapped. Because we want to make sure we can play this restoration on 3. It's kind of like our only play there. You know, I'm willing to gamble on Cobra. We don't have much else anyway. Cobra dies, we don't really care. Excellent. Rather that be at Cobra than at her face. All right, go get a land. And we can commune and do something. I don't know what something is yet. Killing those would be a good start, which that helps. Let's put this into play. We'll put Cobra back into play. We have plenty of mana, I think. Or at least can find some, hopefully. This has to be on blue, I think, for the time being. We will get green, though. So we can go ahead and do this. Start that search for the lands. We did find one. Though another Rampage of the Valkyrie seems kind of nice. I'm going to go ahead and take this, though. Since we can still search for the other land anyway. And we're going to kill that. Okay, what you got for us? Return to nature, destroys one. That's interesting. Just straight up return to nature. Not mad at it. We'll go ahead and get red. Get white. Then we'll play this. Actually, if I play this first on black, I'll be able to commune and still do that. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't have mattered because we still had Cobra trigger. But there's an off chance we would have found something else here we wanted. Yeah, we'll just take this, I guess. Go ahead and play this. And attack. So we have all the colors now. Got a Doomscar on there. So interesting. What are they even playing? I would not even have predicted a Doomscar from that side. Interesting. So you've got removal Lizard Blades, return to nature Doomscar. Alright. I don't know why any of these things exist in the same deck, but here we are. It's all double strikers so far. We know that much. I guess it doesn't really matter since we have all the stuffs, but let's put it on green, I guess. Here's Sharn. Alright. We can no longer sacrifice things, as per Sharn's other ability. Can't pay life or sacrifice non-land permanents, which means our Spirit Sisters calls are no good until we get rid of Yasharn. Granted, we do have a bunch of bindings, so we can still find some. And we just pass. Probably just gonna be putting Cobra back into play. Alright, 4 to the face. Or, okay, 6 to the face. That's fine. We're dead just the same in a couple turns anyway. Do we want this for free? No. I'll discard a card, though. It's going to be this. Return this. Play this. Do we find anything good? Not even a little bit. Yeah, okay. That did not go well, to say the least. Bruh. Imposter puts counters on. I have no idea what this deck is we're looking at. Let's let you fight. Exile the greatest power is what the other one is. Alright, well, you get to attack for a whole lot. Nope, they're going to Sacred Fire that. Hit us for 7. We'll block. Alright, Persia's Retribution helps somewhat, since we have the Rampage of the Valkyries. I guess I might as well attack in the turn. Now we have to hope to not die here in the process, because that's 8. It's going to get 2 counters is 10. You didn't use this. What the hell else are you going to do here? Alright, we're blocking with an angel. Probably just going to sweep the board anyway, right? Okay, so now we can use our Spirit Sisters call if we find one. That's not bad. That at least keeps us from having to give up a creature. So we'll take that. And eventually having this in the yard isn't bad either. Ah, Sigrid. Alright. Sure, why wouldn't you? And Sigrid's gonna kill our Cobra. Sounds like a plan. Alright. End the turn. So now Sigrid's gonna go to town. Innkeeper, sure. Exactly, make Sigrid bid. Come in here for 4. No blocks. Go to 10. We'll go find... Don't think it really matters at this point. Alright, come on. Be something good. That qualifies. Kill Sigrid. Go find another land. The last basic land. We will go ahead and play that. And we'll attack. If you choose to block, we are fine. Yeah, I don't know what this... I don't even know what we're worried about the opponent drawing. Magic missiles are in there, apparently, which was a spectacular card. Oh, thank goodness. We can start putting this mess away. Return up to one thing. We'll return this. I can discard a card. Yeah, we'll get something for free. Why not? Let's get the Spirited Companion. Well, lands are not what we were looking for as part of that exchange. What else do we have in the yard that we want? Verger's Retribution? Or do we want... Yeah, it's probably what we want. Question is, what do we get rid of? I guess we get rid of Rampage of the Valkyries, so we can get that back. Actually, yeah, because this generates another angel. So yeah, that's fine. Let's get Verger's Retribution. We'll get rid of this. And then next turn we can sack the dog to go get the Rampage again. And we're at 8 life, so we bought ourselves a little bit of wiggle room. However, because we know they're playing Angel Fire Ignitions, that could be 4 plus whatever they find at some stage. The good news is our Angels have Vigilance. But other than that, I don't know what the opponent's setting up for here, so we have to be a little careful. Okay, they gave up. Whew. Alright, so this played a little better than I anticipated, but we did still make some changes like I thought we would. And what we decided to do here, which is worries me just a little bit, but I think it's necessary, is I wanted some extra removal. And we needed solid removal, so I decided to go with Vanishing Verse. Since we have a fair amount of black mana and white mana already anyway, and this hits most things. Now, there's going to be a couple of things, obviously, we're not going to be able to get rid of, but there's a lot of times you want to get rid of a Lolth, or you want to get rid of, you know, just big problematic creature early, right? There's just things, and they tend to be single color, so this should work pretty well against a lot of things, and it exiles, which also means... because it's a monocolor thing, sometimes we can use it to get rid of creature lands, which are sometimes going to be the issue since our removal is technically all at instant speed. So this gives us another out to those as well. So I kind of like where this is positioned for us. Now that did mean we had to cut back on one Commune with Nature, we cut back a Spirited Companion, and we did cut one land. But we were hitting our land pretty consistently, so I wasn't that worried about it. I think we'll still be okay. But I think that was kind of our only choices here if we wanted to be able to do this. And these are key for just buying that extra time. So I really do think that these are going to work out pretty well for us in the list. Otherwise, we left almost everything the same. It seemed like it was the right numbers of stuff, so we're going to roll with that and see what happens. But yeah, this was actually something different for sure. Now, I think we're going to be pretty good to go after we put those changes in here. And I would say the thing about this was fun is there was just a lot of choices all the time. Honestly, if anything, it's probably going to lead to analysis paralysis at times of like, which 2-drop should I play? Should I try to kill a thing now, or should I wait a turn till they play something better or whatever? I think there's going to be a lot of that. And some of that's just only going to come from practice to figuring it out. Because I know no doubt when I played those games, I made a couple of choices that a couple of them kind of worked out, even though I don't think we chose the optimal thing. So yeah, just a fun all-around deck that actually uses some cards I think people were trying to figure out how to jam into a deck, and now we finally have a spot where a lot of these live together. So I'm into it. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Archon of Sun's Grace. And the main reason I bring this up is, one, I would have loved to have played it in this deck. Being able to get 2 or 3 extra creatures that have lifelink would have been fantastic. But this is the type of card I think gets forgotten once it leaves standard. And the reality is, we got some decks that care about Sagas and Shrines and whatever, and this could be very good in those. So if you're building a commander deck, I think one of the new commander decks even uses Sagas and other things, right? So this is one of those types of cards that fits into those decks. And now it doesn't have to just be Sagas. It's something that's enchantment heavy could still utilize this. So, and it's really cheap. Really cheap. I think you can get these under $1 right now on most sites, as long as you just don't want one of like the special foil ones or something. But yeah, good value, still a playable card. Even if you only get nominal value out of it, it's pretty solid. So if you're looking for a filler card for your commander decks, this could be one, and it's very cheap that has a pretty high upside. Now don't forget, if you want today's deck list, it will be down in the description below like always. Also, you can find links to our Facebook gaming page, our Twitch streams, and our Discord. So if you want to come by, hang out, say hi, see what's up, get some deck help, talk about today's video, whatever, come on by. The whole public is welcome. Also, if you would be so kind, please remember to check out the join button down below if you want to support me here and be a member of the YouTube channel. For as little as 99 cents, you could help me out. And there's other stuff there too. And finally, even if you don't do any of that, please remember to hit that like button, share the video if you can, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. Remember to choose all notifications so you don't miss any of the content we have coming. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.